Hey YouTubers, what's going on? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. So today was the second and last day of the what was it, the toyconNJ. Yesterday I forgot to pick up my battle toads. I got two of them. The next show I'll probably pick up a couple of others if they have them. I'll probably wind up talking to Anthony and ask him if they could put two more aside for me. So this is everything I got today. I did a lot of bartering, a lot of trading. One dude, he had like the two of those twin transformers that I needed, but he's a funny ass dude. Like he's overpriced. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you sell your stuff whatever you want to sell it for, but then he complains, bitch, moans, and cries when people don't want to buy his shit, and he loads up a lot. The whole point of the matter is, you want to go there, sell stuff, and move on. You don't want to keep bringing the same shit show to show. It's like guys who go back and forth to the flea market with the same shit. A matter of time, the more you move and touch something like this or something like that, the box gets jacked up and it gets messed up. The same thing for a toy. You know what I mean? So some people just don't understand that. But anyhow, I told yesterday I had cash on me, so I didn't know, nor did I look around for an ATM machine, because I had cash on me, and being that I was doing security yesterday and today, I didn't notice it. But today I didn't have cash on me, so I was like, I had a couple of dollars on me, but I was like, I'll go to an ATM. Didn't realize that they didn't have no ATM there, so I had to rely on Zelling people. I either Zelle or Cash App. Everybody either has Venmo and or just strictly PayPal. I told everybody I don't do PayPal, and I don't have my Venmo set up. I use Cash App and Zelle because my daughter was still in school. That's what she used. She used Zelle, direct accounts, and out here doing my garage sales and a couple of toy shows, I became a lot more knowledgeable with Cash App as well. So anyhow, this Neanderthal he kind of said something a little smart out of his mouth I didn't like. Same thing that happened yesterday with this little geeky ass middle age, like not middle age, but like young 20-something-year-old arrogant ass jackass who was with Mythic Legion, some dickhead I'd never seen before. And I went to grab a couple of Mythic Legions yesterday, and I didn't know that, he was like, oh, no. He said, he said, no, no, dude, put that back. Put him back down. You gotta wait for the line. And I wanted to reach, I just left the shit where it was. I didn't even put nothing back in order. I just kind of like, not threw it down, but I did put it down disrespectful. And everybody who worked for Mythic Legions noticed that. But then when they noticed what I had on my hip, they kind of kept their mouth shut. And I'm real cool with the guy, with one of the cashiers, the older dude with the ponytail. But, I was real fucking pissed off, and I wanted to reach over the fucking table and smack this dude. So I decided, fuck them. Fuck Mythic Legions. I decided not to buy anything. One thing about me is if you got an attitude and if you're disrespectful with your attitude and nasty, I'm not going to sit here and kiss your ass to buy nothing from you. Like your product isn't that fucking great for me to sit there and feel disrespected like I'm a fucking dog. You know what I mean? Like I'm a trespass dog on your property. You know what I mean? But anyhow, I'll get back to all that ranting in a sec. I wouldn't be me if I didn't rant or speak my mind. So all this stuff is what I picked up today. So I did a lot of trading. I had a lot of these 1970s metal and vinyl robots that I got from my boy Lev. I think I showed you guys the box I got some months ago. We did a deal on some stuff, and I wound up getting some G1 Transformers from him and a box of vinyl and metal, like Micro Men and some other stuff that I'm not into that stuff. Even back then, I wasn't into that shit. Not to say there's nothing. Not to say there's something wrong with the stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. But anyhow, yesterday he was there. We were talking, and I realized, oh shit, he has more of this stuff than anybody. So I was like, oh, I got stuff here now. Maybe he'd want it. And then I was like, well, tomorrow I'll bring more stuff. So he was my motivation of showing up today, because I was just going to do yesterday. But I wound up getting better deals and doing better today. A lot of you guys know Sprooch. He's a Massachusetts, a Boston guy. My Boston accent was terrible. You know what I mean? I should mock it down. But anyway, real cool guy. I met him and Greco. Greco. I always forget the guys' channels, but you know, Ed and some of the other guys from the West Coast, they always doing their channels with I think his name is Mark Curry. A lot of guys from the Midwest and stuff. Real cool cast, real cool people. Always wanted to meet them, so I did meet Greco. I took a picture with him and Spruce. So when I do my next part of the video today, of the stuff that I decided to keep and show you guys upstairs, you guys will basically see that photo. We did a photo of the three of us. There's a lot of YouTubers I'd like to meet, and I wanted to go to Spruce's. He had like a garage sale like about a month or so ago. Now you good, Haitian?
Oh, okay.
And you know, so yeah, but you know, whatever. And I actually had some stuff that I, you know, did a deal with him. I did a deal because they're cool guys, and you know, I know that they, you know, they have, you know, he has to make money on it and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyhow, I did that. I've done a lot of. I had a Britney Spears like a small doll that it was like in a stage in a box, really nice, great condition, from the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s or so, and it was actually autographed. It was in one of my storage units, and this guy, we did a deal on that. So I just did a lot of good bartering. I did come out of my pocket. My plan was not to come out of my pocket, but some of the things I did sell, I didn't get top notch what I expected to sell. But hey, you know what? Sometimes when somebody wants something, it's better to move on it, because that saved me money and it kept more money. It kept me from spending more money than I needed to. Some of these things are just great deals, like these two bags here. I should actually go directly to these bags. What are you over there pitching him on about? Oh, something dropped. He got scared. This fucking dog over here cursing and shit. He's like, "Oh, this dog, Spike, come here. What are you doing? Get away from over there. You know, Margie gonna get you." So yeah, well, you know, I'll show you guys this. This, I don't know why somebody didn't buy this. He only was asking $50 for this. This is a DSi XL, really decent condition considering it. And he don't have like the wall charger, but he does have this little plug crap. And you know, 3 games, and he only wanted $50 for this. But you know, I said, dude, you take 40. He thought about it, and I wasn't gonna give him $45 or even $41 or $40.50. I wanted to be stuck at 40. He had it at 50. I think if I waited a little longer, maybe an hour or two later, like as everybody was closing up, he probably would have did 30. But he was like, yeah, he thought about it. He's like, yeah, I'll do 40. I mean, was it worth the 50? Of course, but I got to make money on it and sell it to somebody anyway. There's no Pokemon games with it, but I probably did overpay for it, to be honest. This game probably worth like maybe top $5. Lego Battles, Hot Wheels, probably like another couple buck game. This game is only worth about what, $10 now. Mario or whatever, Mario Donkey Kong. So that's like $10, and these are like $5, so that's 15. And this is probably like around $60. So I'm probably at around a $30 profit. I'll get to that in a sec. Let me show you guys this stuff. So this one dude had this, and he was just like wanted to get rid of it. But I'm gonna show you guys this stuff first. This bag was basically free with this. Zay, that's you? Here, look. Look what I found for you. I know you're gonna be happy with these.
Wow.
I figured that'd make you happy. Yeah, I'm gonna give them to you. You can put them in your room. There's 3 of them. I know the other ones you ain't gonna want. Yeah, Isaiah, he collects Hot Wheels on card, but he loves treasure hunts. And you know, the dude actually just gave me these with the other stuff. So here you go. Yeah, this kid loves treasure hunts. So this was other stuff that he kind of threw in for free, including those 3 treasure hunts that Isaiah got. I didn't give Isaiah this one because it's not I don't think it's a treasure hunt. Though this wasn't in there. I was actually gonna, you know, see if he, because he had some stuff in the dollar bin, and I just think he wanted to get, at that point he wanted to get rid of it, along with whatever the hell these are, like small GI Joes, I think, or something. But this is all free. Nothing to sit here and write home about, but free. So I'll probably, want to put this in a thing. I don't know who this guy's supposed to be, but whatever. So, yeah. That was stuff that nobody bid on, even at $1 they didn't want it. But this show wasn't really big. Like yesterday, the show was bigger, but for what it's supposed to have been, I think they definitely could have done better. But then I found out there was like a couple of other, shows going on this weekend too. But I thought it was gonna be a lot more people because Mythic Legions was there again. But I already told you guys how I felt. It had nothing to do with most of the staff, but that one kid kind of pissed me off. So, but it worked out because it kept me from spending money that I didn't have anyway to spend on Mythic Legions, and I may not be collecting them anymore anyway. So, yeah. All these, this kid had them at $2 a piece. I can't believe somebody else didn't walk by and buy this whole bin. But he said, hey, like literally, like he went to walk back and sit down, and he just put like a piece of cardboard that said $2, and I was like, yo, how much? So I don't know how many figures. I think it's like 30 something figures, but I was like, would you do 60? He said, I would do 65. I said it's probably about 36, 37 figures in there. Some parts. I offered it to Eddie, to my boy Eddie, but we made a deal on some other stuff. I'm gonna show you guys that as well, but he didn't want it, so I was all right with it. So anyway, you got here Cyclops. This is I think most of this stuff is Toy Biz. So you got Toy Biz Cyclops here. I think it was at Great Britain or Mr. Britain or something Britain or Captain Britain, I think, or something like that. So we got these two. You got two there. Then we got Power Man, aka Luke Cage. That's 3. You got the Legendary Riders Scarlet Witch. That'll be 4 pieces. And at $2 a pop, you can't. That's a steal. You got Leader 1. No, not Leader 1, just Leader. Where was that at? 4, right? Yeah, 4. Iron Fist will be 5. Deathlock, I think, is 6. No, 7. That'll be the 7th one. Don't know his name, but he'll be 8. Psylocke will be 9. Legendary Riders Wonder Man will be 10. So we're already at 10. So even at $10 each, that's $100. And I paid 65 for everything. 11. Havoc being 12. Daredevil with his nightstick thing will be 13. Angel. That would be 14. That's 14. We got another Scarlet. Well, this is Jean Grey, I believe. Or I don't know who this is, but she ain't worth shit. Pyro. Yellow Beetle, I think, or Yellow Jacket or some shit like that. That would be, I think, what, 16? Don't know her name right now. 17. He had 20, then 5 for this Ultron. So we're already at what? I don't know, whatever. 17, whatever. I can't keep up and count. We got this old Ant-Man. We got this Captain America. Deathstroke, or what her fucking name is. She's probably like 18 or 19. This Captain America will probably be 19 or 20. Mr. Sinister will probably be 20 or 21. So that's already $200 worth of stuff. I don't know who the hell these two are. They're the same. This Captain America with the base and Red Skull with the Tesseract. This is probably like 22 or 23 pieces there. Another Red Skull. Long Shot, I think that's his name, or whatever the hell. That's probably like 24 or number 25. Mystique. We got Human Torch. Another Deadpool. So these are probably like 17 or 18. I don't even know. I already lost count. Jean Grey, Black Panther, Rogue. Yep, Rogue. We got Beast with his lab coat. We got Falcon. Then we got, I don't know who that is, Kitty Pryde, I think. Then we got the old school Daredevil. And we got my man Doctor Strange. This is probably something to somebody, I don't know. Then we got here Silver Surfer without his board. And we got a couple of we also got Nick Fury, is that? Yep, Nick Fury. We got a couple of build a figure pieces. No, Eddie didn't want these. I am very, very shocked that he didn't want them. See, these I would give these to I know who to give this stuff to, so I don't want those. I don't want these three. So these are gonna go downstairs to put with stuff I put aside for this lady named Stephanie. I don't deal with those. Like, that's not for me. All right. So this is the going downstairs bin. And again, like I said, I got the Toy-Con New Jersey exclusive Battletoads. And I got two shirts for myself. They only have extra large being the biggest, so I got two of those. And I got these bad boys. So yeah, these are gonna go downstairs to be saved. It's not something I collect, but it is something I will try to hold on to and sell them off at a later time. Give me 1 second. They're gonna say dog abuse. She said off the fucking carpet. One of the guys I know, cool guy, I know him for years. He gave me this. He said he's got his own exclusive book coming out, and this is supposed to be like it, but this is the number 93 of 100. So he gave me this, so that's pretty dope. I'll put that somewhere. All right, now let me get this out the way. And again, I did get this Hot Toy Avengers Age of Ultron Captain America. And it's funny because today, as I was getting ready to start my rounds, I had to give something to somebody, and I had to reach over a guy's table, go around the table to get the attention of the state trooper. I forgot his name, but he's a state trooper, and he was selling this weekend. And a guy almost brought this right under my nose. So the guy didn't know I was there, the state trooper. So I was like, hey, I'm right here, man. Just don't forget my Captain America. I am gonna take it. He told me he'd give me to the morning to decide it, and he did. So he kept his word. So thanks a lot for that. I forgot his name. Real nice guy though. This I got from my boy Star Wars Mike. Like I said, when it's people I personally know, I don't. Oh yeah. So where was it?
I told you where I put it.
I told you where I put it. Just put it right there on top of the hot toy. I'll take care of it. So this I got from Star Wars Mike. Yeah, Star Wars Mike selling fucking Power Rangers, right? This fucking guy. But he gave me a decent price on it, a really good price on this thing. It is complete. It has these. Sometimes when you get these from people, especially at the price he gave me. Let me see. Are they glued on? Did he glue it, or did somebody glue this stuff on? Oh no, it comes off. So normally, if you do find these in the wild, they always are missing these pieces. And his had them. No sword or nothing, but still in all, this is a pretty pricey piece. And I think the last one I got when I was still collecting Megazords. The reason why I got rid of all my Megazords because I promised myself once the 3016 scale figures came out. Of course, this is way before this Neanderthal killed himself. I mean, everybody's entitled to feel whatever way they want. I feel betrayed because the fact that he killed himself like that. I think that was fucked up, especially with him knowing how people, how he supposedly had, what do you call that shit? I can't even think of the fucking word now. But like he heard a lot of people's stories on how he changed a lot of people's lives. I mean, it's amazing how a character, anybody, whether it's a cheesy TV shit series from the 90s to anything, some people are starstruck, some people aren't. I'm not really starstruck because I meet a lot of people, but I'm not starstruck, but I do get excited. Not crazy and shit, but I do be like, oh shit, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like that. But the fact that, Jason David Frank killed himself, I just feel a certain way. But again, going back to that, still hooked me up on that. So let's see where I'm at now. What is this bag? I got stuff everywhere. I was doing so much business, I don't know. Oh, I got this from Matt, Hospital Matt. I call him Hospital Matt now. Instead of me always saying, oh, well, Matt, the Matt that sold me and my boy Dave all those G.I. Joes almost 2 years ago. So it's easier just to say Hospital Matt. So I got these from Hospital Matt. He gave me a good deal on them. I do hope and believe that I need all these. I'm sorry for the thing. He gave me a good deal on these things here. So, yeah. I think there's a good chance I'm going to finish off my G1 Transformer collection before I finish off my G.I. Joe, which I definitely didn't think that would happen. Because it seemed like people seem to come across and get G1 Transformer shit a lot more than... And it's funny because like most of the G.I. Joes that I need are very fucking common people outside of the Dino Hunter line or, figures. But yeah, like I said, these are people I know, so I don't disclose. I would say we've done a deal and he gave me a good price, and I'm just gonna keep it as that. So got this stuff from him. Excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just gonna put this stuff in the bag because this is all going upstairs. Because I still have the stuff from yesterday I didn't even look up. I didn't get a chance to. I'm not look up, but I didn't get a chance to put my stuff away because I was extremely exhausted last night. Because yesterday was a later day. Today I left. I still left a lot later than I wanted to leave. All right, so we're gonna get to the next bag. Oh yeah, you already seen this crap. So this can go downstairs. Let me go to this one here. I gotta do it this way. So, all right. So these I did a deal with my boy Eddie. He did say I did have these guys. That's a little odd. I didn't think I took them. These remakes. Then we have here Sideswipe. Who the hell is this to? Oh, this is to the car. And these two G1 pieces. I got Ratchet. So this dude, he basically gave me cash and these two for that Britney Spears thing. So you got Sunstreaker and Ratchet here. Got Major Blood. Don't remember who the hell I got it from, but whatever. And now I finally finished my 82, 83 G.I. Joe line. I finally got 82 Scarlet. The dude hooked it up. I mean, 83. He put 82 on it, but it's actually 83. Then he was trying to tell me about it, and I was like, nah, trust me. So I had to look in the book. So he had a stupid, like, yeah, see, I told you. He's like, no, it's 82 with this arrogant look. And I said, no, look at the arms. He's like, oh, that's exactly. There you go. Sometimes it's best to know your place. And I said it like that only because, I mean, he could have been an asshole and said, you know what, nah, forget it, I'm not selling it, but whatever. He wound up giving it to me for a lot less than 75. I paid 65 for it. She is very hard to find. Scarlett, she's in 100, like way over 100, even in pretty rough condition. Trust me, I've tried to win bids on her, and the price was high, so 65 bucks on her. But she is the 83 because she has swivel arms. The 82 doesn't. So he really don't know his ass from his elbow, but whatever. Got a good deal on the stuff anyway, so that's all good. You know, and I'm trying to explain to him. He's like, no, it's 82, and I'm like, dude, it's not. And, you know, whatever. So at the end of the day, this old black dude made him feel stupid because, and technically he should have, because, you know, sometimes if you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about, you should just shut up. You know, he didn't even apologize or whatever. But anyway, I got that Scarlet from him, and I got this other piece I'm gonna show you guys. So real quick, we got this Boba Fett. I knew sooner or later I would get it because I wasn't giving them motherfuckers no $42 in Target for that shit. So got Boba, and the guy had it for 25. I got it for 20. So then we got my favorite G.I. Joe on Earth. You got Outback. It would have been nice if they did this in you know, in the when they went back to plastic, it would have looked nice in this, but whatever. Got him anyways. And then my man Lou. Unfortunately, Lewis did tell me, but he been saying that from the longest, that he wasn't thinking about getting the. He's not a fan of the Super 7 Silverhawks, so I won't be getting the Silverhawks stuff from him. So I may or may not get him. But anyway, I did get Mandora and her Electro Charger bike. I got a decent deal on him. You know, he gave me a little buddy discount on it. Not much. I mean, it wasn't like I could sit there and buy a whole pizza pie, but I mean, I could, but he looked out for me. I forgot to pick it up yesterday, so me and him both made sure I picked it up today. Then this is the one that I was talking about, the guy with the Scarlet. Yes, it's funny because yesterday his so-called friend wanted 200 on it, and he swore I told him 180. And this morning he was like, when I was walking by, he's like, hey, you know, so yeah, he'll say he do the 180. I said, I never said 180. You said 180, and we just going back and forth for like less than 45 seconds. And he said, so, oh, that's right, yeah, that's right. You know, he counted at 180, and you counted at 160. And I said, yeah, that was yesterday. Today's today. I already got a lot of money walking around, and I owe a lot. I got to pick up a lot of stuff from people. And he's like, oh, all right. And he was like, well, yeah, he said the best he'll do is 180. I said, nah, I'll pass. And I was thinking about it because not only is it a Sideshow exclusive, but everywhere I go, Iron Man Hot Toy. I mean, a lot of Hot Toys are expensive, but Iron Man's are definitely expensive. And this is actually a concept art version of it, and it is die cast. It does have die cast pieces to it. And you know, later on, as everybody was wrapping up, he said, dude, you know, 150. So yesterday he went like $50 under. Like everybody was selling Hot Toys real cheap. Very few people had them, but for those who did have them, the prices were a lot cheaper than what you would normally pay for them. Speaking of Hot Toys, I still have the Ghost Rider over there from the Netflix show. Not really. I probably got to watch the show a lot more, but from a couple of skits I've seen on YouTube, I'm not impressed. I don't really like the guy who played. I mean, I like Johnny Blaze. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or fucked up because he's a short, Hispanic, slim guy. I just don't like him, really. I don't know what to say. I like the Dodge Charger, but I'm not really a fan. Maybe I got to watch a couple more episodes to get more into it. Maybe I'll open it up. I paid $200 for it, which is ironic considering that I paid $150 for this, and this is 100 times better. And I paid $150 for that Captain America over there. So yeah, and that's all he wanted was $150. I'm surprised at the prices he had for this Hot Toys. They didn't sell yesterday, but whatever. What's meant for you is meant for you. What's meant for Caesar is meant for Caesar, right? So yeah, these I got for my boy Eddie. I didn't really look at them too much, but I'll go through them real quick with you guys and Goyas out there. These are the Panache. These are the Panache Voltron. And it's funny because I had Panache before, and I had the Panache Castle that I think I got thrifting. but I sold it all off. So, you know, because at that time I was really getting big into G.I. Joe, but now I'm so far into G.I. Joe. I don't really need much to complete it, but I got this stuff off of Eddie. So I do have the Black Lion, all of the lions here as well, and stuff. I owe him money on this stuff, which I really didn't want to do, but it's all good. You know what I mean? That's something me and him always do anyway. Well, you know, he'll owe me and I'll owe him and whatever. You know, we do shit like that with each other. So I'm not going to really sit here and go head in showing you guys everything. Probably in the next video, I do that. And then this also I got from him too. These are the 2 KOs. These are the ones I should have just gotten. I should have left the other ones behind. But because I like the big KO ones, because I like the masterpiece, and I thought the other ones I got from him were masterpieces, and they're not. So maybe I'll work out something with him on those and see what we'll do on them. So that's going upstairs with me. I got a lot of ish to take upstairs. So I'm putting all this stuff down. So now we're down to the final crap here. All right, so let's see what we got in here. Oh, and this was a great deal. This guy, man, I screwed up. I should have walked around earlier, because if I did, I would have got a great steal. This guy had a lot of figures early in the morning. They were trying to blow shit out. They were not fucking playing. I think I paid $150 for all this. This is probably the highlight of the day. These guys had some great fire. They had a lot of fucking Power Ranger figures and stuff, like the Hasbro shit. And this guy was selling them like, I mean, he was selling them in big bulk. And this one guy brought a lot. I mean, he sold everything. I think the only thing they didn't really get rid of was the 112 Wolverines. Because, you know, I think everybody else thought the same thing. I thought they were too pricey. Because Big Bad Toy Store, a lot of the times be having 112 shit on sale. He's trying to say no, but I'm not going to argue with you. I know what I've seen shit for. People say stuff like that because they just don't want you to, they want other people to think that that's not true. When in reality it is, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, he could say no all he want. That's probably where he got them shits from on sale. Because I told him the other Wolverine, oh no, but this is the Tiger Strike one. I said, bro, it don't matter what it is. Big Bad Toy Store, there's a lot of shit they be having on clearance and sell a lot. You know what I mean? And he just stood there with a stupid look on his face. So let me just show you guys this stuff. I think he did jerk me on another piece because he tried to say one thing and he did another. And I'm kind of pissed off about that, but whatever. So I got all these guys here. So we got, I think these are Snoke. These are Snoke's guys. 2 of these. Then you got here Kylo. You got Rey. Then you got all these guards. A whole bunch of them. There's like 2, 3, 4. This is somebody different though. But whatever. Then we got 5, 6, whatever, 7. They're all red. 8, 9. So there's 9 of these dudes here. 2 of these black, the ones in black. You got the bunny guy. I don't know his fucking name. Then you got 2 of the blue dudes. You got here another Rey. Then we got, who's this supposed to be? Princess Leia? And we got a Mando. Then we got Harrison Ford. There's some other stuff that could be missing. I probably just missed out on, or I just totally forgot. I just told him to put him to the side. Then you got Snoke right there on his throne. It's funny. He looks like a hippie with a bad, you know, he looks like a hippie with a robe. He looks kind of like Stewie got, like somebody threw acid on a grown old man version of Stewie from Family Guy. Wearing some of those joggers, you know, all the way up to his legs with some Versace looking, you know, like what they call them upstate New York, Patakis. But yeah, I say Snoke is probably a $20 piece. In all fairness, I would go ahead and say Han's got to be at least 10. He's definitely got to be like 15, 20. Kylo's probably $10. Princess Leia probably, I would say 10. Both of these Rays probably about the same price, about 10. Probably 5 each, I would say, because they're not worth much. He's probably 10, because I think he's only like $30, brand new, still in the box. So you figure 10, 20, 30, 50, 70, 90. All right, that's $110 right there, right? So $110 right there, and I paid $150 for all this. So these two guys got to be at least 20 each. So that's already $150. So that's basically what I paid for this stuff. 20 a pop. You figure what? 40. 40 and 60. It's 100. So that's already $100 profit. So we got like $220 profit right here off of all these things. You know what I mean? So not bad. I could take this shit to another show and should be able to sell all of it. So that's pretty dope. Sometimes it's being in the right place at the right time. That's how these toy shows work. And again, that's a perfect example considering the fact that I happened to get there when this guy was already making deals on other stuff. And because I was standing there along with a couple of other people, I think sometimes that actually helps a person sell. Because some people don't want to miss out. Like this one guy, this lady has something, I forgot what it was. But he seen me stand there, but that was yesterday. And he just brought it real quick because I was standing right next to him. So this stuff here I got from the dude I was talking about from Midwest, who's actually he got all the Japanese stuff that I got from Lev. I mean, he collects that stuff, and you know me, I'm real funny with that stuff because of condition. And some of them weren't in the best condition, but considering that he knows the chances of him finding a lot of that shit, especially where he's at, are very hard. So that's why he was real cool and willing to deal with me. So you know, I gotta, you know, I mean, all my cash that I got from deals today did go to, you know, it did go to selling other shit. So see, this I brought for this dude named Frank, but he didn't. The stuff I brought for him is the stuff he didn't want, but some other stuff that I put in is the stuff he took. So go figure to that. So now I finally know the guy named, the guy that I got into an argument with early in the year, whatever the hell it was, at the Target in Clifton, because I was upset and he was kind of like being kind of an ass. He was kind of being an ass, but thanks to my boy. I mean, we spoke a couple of times. I didn't know who he was. I just thought he was being friendly. But then my boy Q, the Island boy, was like, "Yo, you know," he told me that y'all had beef, and I was like, "Who?" I'm like, "Who's talking about me and him had beef?" And I said, "I don't know that guy." And when he explained it, I just felt so stupid. I'm like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "Yeah, Mike, man, that's why you're supposed to always know, you know, if you got beef with somebody." And he was right. You know, Q was right. But I'm like, "Yo, I don't even remember it." And normally I'm real good with remembering people's faces, but that was one of them times where I definitely didn't remember the guy's face. I mean, I knew if I saw him in Target, I definitely would have remembered. Definitely would have remembered him, but I didn't. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I got these from. Okay. All right. So, you know, yesterday I sold some stuff to the guy, and we made a deal at $300 on the stuff that I had, which I was more than happy with. He was happy with it as well. And then today we made 3 deals. He even brought my Eagle Force stuff. I finally let go of the Eagle Force stuff. I really wasn't going to, but I knew that my goal was the stuff that I had people hold for me and stuff like that. It's the stuff that I was trying to get, along with some other stuff. And yesterday I was trying to make a deal with my boy Eddie. So I was trying to make a deal with Eddie with the Panache Voltron stuff as well. So my goal was to do that, and my goal was to get those two Transformer twins. They're small bots. They're probably equivalent to the size of Wheeljack here. They come in like a tan and red, and then the other set comes in like a more off-white and blue. I just can't remember who the fuck they are. Yeah, but he was just being an asshole about it. This dude, I always forget his name. Me and him still cool, but you know, when you say slick shit under your breath, it pisses me off. Just like yesterday with NECA. Yeah, NECA don't need my money. My couple of $100 to like over 1,000 ain't gonna make bank. But at the same time, that still would have been less product on their tables. Because yesterday they had a lot of leftovers, and today they packed up a lot of shit. And it is what it is. But whatever. That one dude screwed that up, and I was all right with it because I feel like fuck you. I'm not gonna kiss nobody's ass. I don't want my ass kissed, but I damn sure not gonna kiss your ass when you got some pompous little fucking jerk because you guys sell NECA. I'm not one of these guys that's gonna sit there and get on my knees and service you just because you got stuff. No, that's not this guy over here, man. I'd walk away from something, and I prefer to go and pay top dollar and pay $30, $40 over to get something than to sit there and give you the satisfaction of buying it off of you just because you have it at a cheaper price. Fuck you. You know what I mean? There's always opportunities, man. But anyhow, so I got this Scarlet Ninja. I don't know why, because I think I do have her. Got another copy of my man Hit and Run. He's a cool figure to put in, to use as fodder, just to put in one of my vehicles because he's dope looking. These I did buy to resell because I believe I do have. I have Scoop complete, but just in case I don't, I am gonna take him upstairs. Tell me he doesn't look like the late James Caan. If you ever made a James Caan figure. Like if you ever did like what was James Caan was what which Corleone was he? He was the one that was killed when he got in that he got fucked up in The Godfather, man. When they sabotaged him through the toll booth, they lit his ass. I mean, he got lit up worse than Denzel Washington at the end of Training Day. Like they got him good. But anyway, his character, you cannot tell me this don't look like fucking James Caan, the actor. God rest his soul. And his son Scott Caan looks just like him. But anyway, whatever. And I know I don't need Ice Boy, but he is complete. So I'd probably take him upstairs anyway, just to make sure that I don't need them. Sometimes better safe than sorry. This Jetfire, I did get from him. This was a deal from yesterday along with this one. So we took care of these deals with cash. So not only did I get both of these, but I got cash. I think that was the first deal we did today, or the third. No, the second. It was probably the first or second, because the first one was straight cash. The second one has something to do with these two and cash as well. And then the last and third. No, we did 4 deals. We did one deal on something today, then the second deal on something else. 1, 2, 3. No, we did 3 today. It was 4 altogether. Yesterday was one deal on one big lot of shit, and I got like $300, and I was happy with that. I ran with that shit. Then today we did one deal where I forgot what it was, but it included these two because he was holding these two for me. I told him if you don't sell them, I'll pick them up tomorrow. So he had to remind me, and it's a good thing he did. So that was the second deal. The third deal had something to do with cash and these. So this Wheeljack is in very good condition. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his spoiler, but he's in really good condition. So he's definitely going to be an upgrade to mine. And this is the original Takara. So, yeah, this is pretty dope. And then this. I always did see these, and people always want like one. I think the cheapest I've ever seen this was like $140. And a lot of this was flaking. And yeah. And I'm like, I'm not paying that shit. I'm not paying that for no fucking watch at no toy show. That's crazy. And this is the original Takara watch. And So he threw this in. His price was cheap enough. So he basically, so it's like I got these equivalent for like $1, which these do go for a lot more than that, and they are very hard and rare to find, especially in that condition. So I was okay with that. So I got cash and these two, and I just turned around and gave that cash. I recycled that cash directly into Eddie's pocket to help with my Panache purchases. So yeah, it was a lot of shit here, man. So I am gonna be taking Mandora and her charger thing out of the box, and I'm gonna be taking them upstairs and displaying them, but the boxes are gonna stay down here. So, well, the empty boxes are going down in the basement, but the actual figures itself are going upstairs to be displayed along with my Boba Fett, the Outback, and the 2 Hot Toys. Because the 2 Hot Toys I'm gonna unbox upstairs and just give a quick review on what I think of them. So yeah, thanks for watching this long, confusing video. I'm all over the place because I am extremely tired, but I wanted to do the video now because if I didn't, I would probably forget to do it. So thanks for watching. Peace.